Did I tell you I don't want to get out and run? I really don't. But I thought I would talk to you while I get ready to head on out. I'm gonna wear my trail shoes because I have to run in the snow. And running in the snow is always fun, but only if I'm running with a pair of trail shoes. Because if I'm not, I'm kind of slip sliding all over the place. So, I got these pair of shoes, and they are the Mount to Coast. And these things, I have to say, have been flipping amazing. If you don't have a pair of these shoes, you may want to think about maybe getting yourself a pair. They're pretty awesome. I'm quite enjoying them. They sent them to me, and they didn't even ask me to do a review on it. They just said, here, Dave, why don't you try these shoes? And I've been trying them for like the last, I don't know, what is that, 3, 4, 5 months or whatever. And honestly, these things are like better than my Ultra Temp, believe it or not. Like, I didn't want to say that because I really love the Temp, but they've seen a few miles, right? They've seen a few miles, and but these are a great shoe. Like, I really do like them. Now, I'm running in these Mount to Coast, and these are flipping awesome. I've put a ton of miles on these, and they literally look like they're brand new still. So I don't know how they do it, but they do it. It's got the Vibram outsole, right? I find it sticky. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how they make these shoes, but they are so good. So I've run on the rocks and the roots and the trails. I've run through water, creeks. I've run through snowbanks. I've run on ice. I've pretty much put these things through everything that I could possibly think of for me running in my area. And they've held up. I'm not gonna lie, they've held up. So even with, the specifications, and they have a heel drop. Like, the heel drop on the Ultra, it's flat. Like, it's just flat. But with the Mount to Coast, I think there's a 4 millimeter drop. So anyways, there's that. So it feels a little bit weird kind of running in them at the beginning, but they do get better. The more reps you put in them, right? They do get better. And they do have a wide toe box on, not on the brand I have. I wish they had sent them to me, but they had asked me what shoe I'm running in and what size I run in and all that kind of stuff. So I told them, and they've basically given me these shoes to try out, and so far so good, like with quite a bit of miles on them. So I'm pretty happy with them. I'm going to take them out again, do this run that I really didn't want to do, but I know I have to, because I'm going to talk to you about some of the results if you're thinking about running using the Maffetone method or Zone 2. I'm going to share my results with you. Well, looks like it's a lunch run. I got my appointments done this morning. I have a couple this evening, so this is the only time I can get out and do this run, so. Brr. I can't believe this is December, and I can't believe how much snow and how much snow there is. Oh, this was really hard to get out. I don't understand why things that are so good for you are so hard to do. Like, seriously, like, anytime I get hungry, I don't crave a salad. I crave like burger, fries, and cheese. Like, seriously, what's wrong with me? Like, why can't we crave good stuff? And why It's so hard to run in this stuff. I got it done. That's all that matters, I guess. I don't normally do shoe reviews. I normally run in ultras. But today, I'm going to talk about Mount to Coast, their T1 trail shoe. I've run a lot of miles on the trail, and I have to say that this shoe surprised me. It actually came to me at a time where I wasn't looking for a trail shoe. I opened up my email one day, and there it was. It was an email saying, "Hey Dave, we want to send you a shoe." And I was like, okay, cool. So they sent me the T1. I'm not going to get into all the technical names of things because I really, at the end of the day, I don't think it's the technical jargon that's actually going to get you to want to buy something. I think at the end of the day, it's about what somebody that you relate to talks about their experience with the shoe. So that's what I'm going to do today. It's about my experience. I got these shoes back like in early summer. I think it was like June. It's a long time ago. And so I've been running on the trail. I've been running on in the snow. I've been running even on the pavement in a very short little section. I've run on all kinds of different things on my runs. And I have to say, it's not bad. Now, there's a little bit of torque to turn the shoe, right? It's pretty rigid at the beginning, but it does give. It does give a little bit, right? Now the uppers on this are pretty crazy, okay? Like their toe box, I mean, if you look at it right there, I don't know how well this is gonna show you, but anyways, there's a full overlay that goes right over across the toe, okay? And then the back, I'll talk about the back in a minute. They have this like unique lacing system, but before we get into any of that, let's talk about stack height. 36, 32 millimeters at the front. It's a 4 millimeter drop. Now, as for a trail shoe, I'm okay with that. Normally, I run in ultras, which are literally just 0 drop. But when I'm running on the trail and I'm running like going downhill, I'm hitting on the heel to kind of slow myself down. So I welcome that. So I'm okay with a 36 at the back. Now, they also have this thing called a light cell, okay? And the foam is different than a lot of other foams out there. Again, not going to get technical because I'm not a technical guy when it comes to foam and stuff, but they call it a light cell. I'll throw it up on the screen as to what it means. But needless to say, it's pretty good. Now, I even took this in the water. I actually ran through rivers and streams and stuff like that. That was a tough run. It was hot, but I got her done. In these T1s from Mount to Coast, I did 12K, and I'm going to tell you, it's not bad. I would like them to be a little bit wider in the toe box, but for a trail shoe, these are pretty awesome. These are just my first impressions with these T1 coast to coast trail shoes. I kind of like them. And the one thing that I found happen is with the toe box, right, all the way around, and they got the uppers over here. I found that when I came out of the water, it still had water in it. Not a large amount, but enough. You could feel it kind of sloshing around trying to get out. And with the upper mesh that's in here, this is like some of the stuff that's in the Kevlar vests. Like this stuff is pretty crazy. It is strong. It is wicking. It does get rid of it eventually, right? It does breathe. It is very, very, very light. I think, what are these? These are size they're size 11 and a bit, 11 and a half. So I would assume that these are probably about 10 ounces, right? Maybe 285 or 90 grams. I don't have a scale, but that's kind of what I would think it would be. The lacing system, they do give you an extra pair of regular laces in the box, but they have this unique lacing system, right? The tongue is very, very, very thin. It's extremely thin. Okay, hold on a second. This is very thin, right? The tongue, crazy, crazy thin. Now they have this little pocket. I don't know if people want to call it a little garage, but there's this little piece here that's open on two sides and it's open at the top. Okay, this, after you kind of lace your shoe up, as you pull on the strings, this top slides in to this little garage right at the top there. Okay, the bottom one, because right, it's half and half. The bottom one, right, you got two different colored laces you can see, right? The beige one does the top and the darker brown does the bottom. But as you tighten it up, this has got nowhere to go. Like there's no little garage. So you literally just have to kind of loop it through and just kind of leave it there really. And then hope it doesn't come out. I never had it come out, which was perfectly fine. But yeah, just kind of do that and you're good to go. It is something else to tie these up. I'm not used to it, but I kind of grew to like it because the laces didn't come undone. These things were, once you had them locked down, boom, it was done. I didn't need to do anything. That was it. They do come size fit. They do have, I think, a wider toe box. I didn't know that at the time. I gave them just kind of my description of my foot, the kind of shoe I ran in. I measured my foot, did all the things I had to do, and then I sent them to dimensions and everything else after I went for a run. Because I wanted to have my foot swollen after a run, right out of my shoe, put it on a piece of paper, did the measurements, send it over to them, and then they sent me this. And it's pretty awesome. So there was no issues with that. So we got the toe box we talked about, the water, the meshing. We talked about the foam, the stack height, the collar at the back. It's pretty strong. Like I'm not gonna lie, like, putting this on, you feel like you've got it in. Like it's. The other one, like my Ultras were easy to put in. These are, I don't know, it's just a little bit tougher to get in if you don't have all of this undone. But once your foot's in there and you've locked it down, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to bother any Achilles. It's not going to, I don't know. I haven't had a problem. I've run over about 200 miles in this shoe. And I honestly, I am so shocked at this shoe. Because if you look at the lugs, right, that's what they look like still. It's pretty impressive, right? And with the Vibram, like, guys, this is sticky, okay? Like, when I first got these and I started walking around, you could feel it sticking to the ground. It was nuts. But now, you know, I go out and I run in the snow, in the slush. It's a different run compared to what my Ultras were. My Ultras were good. These are way better in the snow. I found no problem whatsoever, right? So the fit was really, really good. Like, you got to really realize these are their first trail shoes that they came out with. And I'm going to say, I'm impressed, okay? It's flexible. It's durable, it's rigid when it needs to be, it's forgivable when it needs to be. Does a little bit of water settle in there? Sure, okay. It comes out, you know, fairly quickly after you get out of the river or the stream. It does come out fairly quick. But but you can feel it in there. There's no denying that. Overall, between you got the big lugs like these things, like they're spaced far enough together so that way if you are out for this longer run, because that's what these are made for. These are made for ultra marathons. These are made to go the distance. But I'm gonna say their lugs are spaced far enough apart so that way it doesn't get heavy on you when you're running through the mud. The mud literally flakes off. And it's a good thing because you don't want heavy shoes when you're running 100 miles. It's a long distance to have to drag some mud around with you on top of that. So they're really good with that as well. Now, I know I said it's good for 100 miles, but what's even better is it's great to run in the snow on the roads. So if I went out on snow-covered roads, the slush, the sleet, the ice, the salt, the sand, all of it. I went through all of it. This is the shoe I want to run in. It has been amazing. It's light. My feet were fine in it. I was warm in it. It was like, what was it? -20 Celsius. So whatever that is in Fahrenheit right here. That's how cold it was. And I just ran in regular socks. I know some people may have heard that they can feel rocks and roots with these just because it's a little bit softer in the middle there. Okay, granted that may happen. It didn't happen to me. I didn't have a problem running on any of that. I found these to be reliable, smooth, enjoyable. Didn't have to worry about blisters or anything. The backs of it didn't even fray. Like I didn't nothing. These are really good. Okay, so pretty happy with Mount to Coast with the T1s, and I do recommend it. They sent it to me. They never even came back and said, "Hey Dave, how's it going?" They just sent me the shoe, and that was it. Quiet. I don't normally make gear reviews of something that I don't really enjoy. I enjoy these. These have been really good. So I will recommend them because I'm running in them and they work. So until the next one, get out and run. See you on the next one. Thanks for being here.